You're listening to Moments in Between, the podcast where we ditch the filters and get real with local entrepreneurs.
We're your hosts, Amanda Lombardo and Jeff Mondlock, part-time professionals,
but full-time curious, so pour yourself something strong.
Coffee or whiskey, no judgment.
And kick back and get ready for the unfiltered stories that might just change how you see things.
Or at least make you laugh.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Today's a very special guest. She's been kind enough to grace my camera several times. We were having a lot of good conversation about dogs, and it is, what time, 11 in the morning, and we're all enjoying a nice Stella together. Lukewarm, room temperature. I had it heating up under the fridge, so that way everybody's going to enjoy it extra special. But Erin with Waves of Prana, thank you for coming on with us. This is so nice to have you.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I actually really appreciate it. I'm really honored that you invited me on here. It's like really special. I feel honored to be with you two, so thank you.
Well, we love having folks that like we have a lot of like spiritual intuitive connection with a lot of our people who come on. We've had a psychic medium, Tiffany Reeds, come on. She's so wonderful, and just being in this house is kind of fun, you know, because you can almost feel the spirits.
Oh yeah,
like especially this room.
Here.
Yeah,
George
like,
Washington is with us right now.
That's right. This is his
He's
spot.
chilling right there.
Yeah, he's right
Yeah, I said it once. Like you see a little powdered wig kind of floating around in the background.
Invited.
There is a story about a little girl upstairs that people keep seeing, and her name is Mary, I guess I just learned. And like I've had several people who are there when they're leaving, they look back at the building and they're like, "Oh, I just saw a little girl up there. Someone upstairs."
It's always a
like,
little girl.
I know.
Always a little girl ghost. I'm very curious.
Why is that? Is it just little girls they stick around?
Maybe childlike energy. Maybe unfortunately something happened to her when she was a child. Maybe she's still around. We have spirits in our house too. I have several friends who are mediums, and they have come to my house just organically and then told me they're a medium. So it's like I'm friends with them, and then I just happen to find out all my friends are mediums. Like that's weird. But they come to my house and they feel energy, and there's apparently a child energy there too. But yes, I mean, I guess you just visit, and then perhaps you can go back to, you know, heaven or the afterworld, but you can come back to where you were before and be curious about maybe who's currently existing in this dimension. I think children would be more curious, so maybe that's why children ghosts are seen more.
I could see that being a thing. You know,
possibly,
children are more curious. They stick around, and the whole idea, what is it that people, they're looking for something. They're looking to kind of
go to the light is what you're supposed to say.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes. But they could also be like maybe they already are in the light and they're just coming
maybe
back.
Maybe it's just where they like it.
Maybe there's different dimensions. Yeah.
Curiosity.
Maybe they got a comfy bed.
Yeah, maybe they're
That's
like,
why we're not allowed upstairs.
Yeah.
maybe they're just super curious. Like, what is this? What is this? Because, you know, if they're from the 1700s, they're like, what is that?
Yeah.
They didn't have MacBooks back then? Come on. I didn't know that. That's news to me. But Erin, we want you to tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your business. So first off, tell us who you are and what do you do?
Sure. Yeah, well, my name is Erin, and I was born in New Jersey, so I grew up in Berkeley Heights, nearby, honestly, not too far. And I have always had an affinity for rocks and stones. Like I would be in the yard digging, like kind of tomboy, like digging in the yard, looking for bugs and rocks specifically, like pyrite quartz, stuff like that. That's kind of where my stone fascination started. And yeah, so now I live in Chester, New Jersey, and I lived in Virginia for a period of time, moved back to New Jersey with my husband and my 2 sons, and I have my small business, Waves of Prana, where I create crystals cured into resin mainly, jewelry, also pyramids, and just different little works of art, like kind of secret garden collection jewelry, just different kinds of jewelry, everything meant to bring you joy and good energy based on the stones and also just like the whimsical design.
So it's more than just like, sorry, I talk a lot, but it's more than just like jewelry for look. It's
meant to make you feel something. Like my whole purpose is like to make you feel something. Obviously the energy of the stones is real because stones are like ancient wisdom and they come from the earth, we come from the earth, we're all connected. But also it's like the psychology of putting something on that the stone for instance is for like tranquility and peace. Like this is amazonite. It's like when you put it on, it's like I'm putting this on. It's a reminder to myself that I can find the peace in everyday moments.
So what's your favorite kind of stone?
Mm-hmm. And probably amazonite. There is amazonite in here. I do dye the resin as well to be like beautiful, different colors. Sometimes it's just the raw stone. Like the one you're wearing is the black tourmaline.
Oh, yeah, she gave me a necklace. I haven't worn a necklace since high school.
Which one is
so
yours?
good on you. You would be a model for me.
That's
empath protection. That's tourmaline, black tourmaline, and yours is aquamarine for your birthday in March. But also aquamarine is water energy. So amazonite and aquamarine similar in that way. It's water energy. Go with the flow. It's going to bring you back kind of to a state of peace and of flow. And there's other stones like this actually right here that Jeff, I think Jeff is carnelian. This one's going to be more fiery, lower root chakra, bring you back to your like power and your passion and your sensuality, kind of like that. So each has their own meaning.
And where is this from?
That one I gave to Jeff actually a while
she
ago.
gave me this.
Yes.
Isn't this cool?
Erin made this beautiful thing.
I accidentally sat on it and it hurt. No, I'm just kidding. It's like, but yeah, this would give me some passion.
I mean, that could be a weapon. You can keep it on your mantle. It's like it's really pretty, but then you could just like get someone with it and they break in.
I actually keep it by the window. I think you told me to keep it by the window, right?
Yeah, because it's really pretty in the window because it kind of glows.
Was that why? I thought there was like a meaning, like
it's good
protect
for your home. Yeah, like it's just like it's kind of
okay.
meant to be. The energy will go up and out because it's a pyramid shape.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day. But no, I think that's the coolest thing that you have like all these kind of in-depth like meaning to each stone and each necklace
each one
and
has
each
their own meaning
bracelet.
for sure.
What are kind of your specialties, your go-tos?
So I would say I call it amplified energy jewelry. So I've been studying stones. I've been creating jewelry with crystals cured into resin for almost 8 years. So when I was pregnant in 2018, I came up with the idea. Before that, I was doing large ocean paintings of resin, like the ones you see. You've probably seen like the ocean paintings, like the flow of the water. It's made of resin. I was doing that just as a hobby. I was working full time, but I was doing that. When I got pregnant, I started doing smaller pieces. I didn't want to do like large, messy stuff anymore in my apartment at the time. And then I started doing jewelry. So mostly I do crystals cured into resin. When the resin puts pressure, the theory that I've studied is that it amplifies the energy and it surrounds you like an aura. So mostly I do, the crystals and the resin. But I do enjoy painting a lot. So kind of on a smaller scale, I'll do these little secret garden pendants and rings that have like flowers and moons in them.
Oh, that's cool.
Really anything whimsical.
And you painted it?
Yeah, like I either paint and I also use like this, like it's like an app, like a little like almost like a sticker, like I can add into it as well, but I also paint like the moon on and the stars. Yeah.
How about
and it's a
that?
black background that I'll paint in there.
That makes it kind of amplify and you see it a little bit better
Yeah,
too.
it's kind of like a little like a little world that you can wear. Like I
Yeah.
really enjoy like these little whimsical ideas of like a fairy tale world.
A whole world just right in your fingertips. I love that. That's kind of
Kind
fun.
of like a reminder, like on your
It
hand.
is, yeah. It's like there's a bigger world, or I can go into my own imagination and have my own like magical world. Now everybody has their own little place they can go, and it's like your imagination. So
Yeah, but sometimes you end up in a mental hospital.
well,
if you talk
that could
about it
happen,
too much,
but you can still
No.
stay in that happy world.
I mean,
It's all right.
I think that the ignorance is bliss a little bit in life, but I mean, right now I think I'd rather be in locked up somewhere.
Well, it'd be like a little vacation. You could probably
Yeah.
like sleep in a bed. You don't have any thoughts. Somebody could make your meals for you. So I get it.
I've thought about just trying to
It's like a
figure out a good
vacation.
white collar crime to get me into prison.
You know, as
See?
a mom, sometimes I feel that way too. I'm like, then I wouldn't have to like make decisions anymore. I could just like have a break just for like a week.
Yeah.
Just like
7 days.
We
just like a week.
Yeah, we could just go to jail for a little
Yeah,
bit, just
just
a
a
little
week.
resort, or if you
there
go
a beach?
crazy.
Oh, is there a
Is there a
beach?
beach one?
I don't know, but
If you're rich.
but you can sleep if you're tired. You can take a nap.
It's true. I think if you go to if you get enough money in life, you can get rich and
like fancy jail.
fancy jail. Yeah.
Yeah, there are fancy jails. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
That's what we're aspiring for. I'm
That's
just
what we're all
kidding, just kidding.
aspiring for, you know.
Is there a
like
fancy mental
mafia.
hospital at least?
There's gotta be.
Probably
Oh,
is.
I think
I'm sure.
if you're living on the West Coast, there's
Yeah.
gotta be some nice
Like
ones.
celebrities.
Carrier
in the theater.
clinic's like dark, on a dark road.
What's
Where?
that?
Carrier clinic. It's like Princeton area.
Oh, let's
I
go.
don't know.
Towards Hillsborough. Take a ride.
Well, there's like haunted ones, like abandoned ones. I used to do that in
Oh.
high school. I would go to like
Mm.
abandoned.
It's a good time.
I went to an abandoned psych ward in high school, like all the
Nice.
weird New Jersey stuff. We did like all the weird New. Have you heard of Weird New Jersey? You're
No,
not from
but I
New
want
Jersey.
to. I
It's
want
so
to know all
cool.
about it. So
it's a
is-
magazine.
Let's go back.
Ooh.
Have you been to any?
No.
Oh, we should do it
Let's
after
do
this.
like a photo shoot for Weird New Jersey.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I would love that.
That'd be fun. Just
Well, we've
like
been to
going
like
to
Glen
visit.
Gardner one, but like you're not supposed to go.
Which one?
What?
Like Glen Gardner.
Oh,
like-
Glen Gardner. Yeah,
yeah.
yes. It's like a road.
Yeah, but they like closed it down for good. Like the one in Glen Gardner.
They closed a lot of them. There's
Yeah.
a jungle
Like there's like a
habitat.
fence now.
Weird
We
New
went to-
Jersey.
Yeah, we went to Jungle Habitat in high school, which was an
Okay.
old zoo in the woods, somewhere in North Jersey. I don't remember.
Oh.
We didn't tell our parents where we were going. We were just like, we're going to someone's house. And then we like drove up there and walked through the woods and found these old animal enclosures, a zoo, an abandoned zoo in the woods. And of course, like the lore is that like there's like, kangaroos hopping around, like tigers like
Still?
roaming still, but I mean, I don't think so. But
No, I think
we didn't see
somewhere
any.
around there you got some kangaroos.
Weird stuff. Abandoned psych wards, the witch bumps. There's witch bumps in Watchung. I grew up near there, so we do those. Yeah.
Ooh, Watchung's
We could
cool.
do this after that. I'm sure there's one
Let's
nearby.
just go right over. Yeah, probably is.
Right.
Let's go find it and go sneak in. I've always wanted to do some like photo shoots in like I love shooting in like abandoned places.
Find
I-
the chair
Yeah.
with the metal straps, and you're like,
Oh,
Oh,
that'd be
yeah.
awesome. We could do some fun lighting and make it
You're
look
like,
like
what
on
happened
fire.
there?
Yeah,
Or
you
we could
could
really
get
light it on
freaky.
fire or something.
That'd be really
No,
cool.
there's a lot of cool like
find
garages.
papers,
And,
folders, and stuff.
that's you find all the
I
files
mean-
on your parents. You're like, what the hell? No.
It would be interesting to see like the old. It's like crazy though. Like the stuff they used to do is kind of like it's cruel. But I guess like there would be it was kind of cruel. I guess that this like where they because if you look online there were a lot in New Jersey, a lot of weird abandoned stuff, and people found like the tools they would use on people. It's like very freaky. But I mean, it is interesting. It's like a time capsule.
Yeah,
It's like what was happening. Like
we can't
50
change
years
it.
ago. I
You know,
know.
it's like we can
Might as
go
well
back
learn
and
about it.
study it. Yeah,
Yes.
I like that. I don't like the torture.
No.
But I think it's cool to see
No,
the
yeah.
like you
Well,
said.
let's
like
take
a time
photos there.
capsule.
we can take photos there.
Photos.
Just like be respectful.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't use the torture tools, just the chains and stuff. But yeah, so outside of torture and weird New Jersey stuff, what would you say? Like, you talked a little bit about how you got into this, but what keeps driving you forward with this every day?
Well, I'm a very creative person, and my brain is like I always have like a million tabs open in my brain, and I feel like I have all these creative ideas I want to create and like bring to life, and like just kind of get off of my brain, like painting or like creating and making jewelry. So it's just a passion of mine. Like it brings me so much joy to be creating in any form or fashion. I do have my 2 small boys right now, so 2 little kids. I have a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old. So they take up a lot of my time, of course, and that's like, they're what's most important to me. But sometimes I'm like, when I need a break or stress relief, it's like creating to me is going to be that. It's going to fill that void. And I'm happy I was able to like figure it out and to form it into like a small business as well.
That makes a lot of sense. How do you deal with like juggling, being a mother, being a wife, having a business? How do you juggle?
Yeah. It definitely, sometimes it feels really hard to oscillate between these different roles. And I thankfully have a lot of support from my husband. Like he is always like believes in me and like really like loves the things I make and like is very supportive of me, and he wants me to keep going because sometimes I'm like I just gotta like shut this business down until the kids are older, and he's like no, like you can do it, like we can figure this out. But when I have like so much in my brain too, I'll kind of like write down like what's most important, which is my family. Like my kids are most important to me, my husband, my dog, and like my extended family. I try to make sure I'm filling the cups of my kids and making sure I'm there for them first. But then as they're getting older, it's also important for them to see me have my own dream and chase this passion and create a small business and try to be an entrepreneur in this way. I think it's like healthy for them. So I remind myself of that when I'm feeling like, oh no, like, my youngest is at preschool 3 mornings a week, which isn't that much. But, the mom guilt can come in and you can feel like, oh, like I should be with him 24/7. But it's actually good for him to create social connection and for me to have that time to expand my business and then for them to see me working towards something, because it lets them know that you can have all these facets of your life. Like you can be versatile in these ways.
Yeah, I think it's important to see your parents, and as a parent, I would imagine it's important to show what you want your kid to see is available for them,
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
So, like for me, my parents are entrepreneurs, so it's been a really nice thing, and in fact, I have them to turn to whenever I have questions about things. I can say, how do I go about putting this information together for
That's
this
amazing,
client?
yeah.
And so having that is really great for your
They
children.
instilled that in you, and they showed you it's possible to like work for yourself. I think, right? Again, it's a very scary feeling at first. Like, can I do this? Like, should I go back to corporate world? I worked in corporate before I had my kids, but no, it's inspiring. And my husband has a very entrepreneurial spirit as well. And right now he is in a job, but he is hoping one day to shift that as well, because it's fulfilling to work for yourself. It really is, and it's possible, especially if you have like a role model like your parents, like to show you.
Yeah, I'm excited. You said your husband is a baker.
He is a baker. Yeah, he's
very familiar with that.
He's a French patisserie baker. He is not French, but he bakes patisserie goods and like French items like croissants and
Cool.
How did he get involved?
We were in Paris last year, and I feel like it was before that he got really into it. But when we were in Paris too, he was trying different things and like kind of coming up with ideas. But he really likes math and science as well. So I feel like in many ways, as Nicole I'm sure knows, baking is a science and it's chemistry, and I think he enjoys that process. It's not like cooking is more of an art. You can throw stuff in, but you have to be very specific with baking. And I think the outcome is he loves to have the baked goods and eat them at the end. But I think
that is nice.
It brings him joy to like put it all together. Yeah.
It's nice to be married to a baker.
Oh my gosh, it is.
Yeah,
it's really
like you
nice. Yeah,
come
he
home
just
to
like
a
whipped
nice
up a chocolate tart the other night, and I was like, "What's this?"
My goodness, will be over.
Yes.
No, that's wonderful. The most important thing about her husband is he's a Chicago Bears fan, right?
He is, yeah. His family's from Chicago. He is a Chicago Bears fan from
So
from Illinois.
I'm not the only
last
Bears
night?
fan. That's
They
what we
were
were
playing.
watching last
Yeah, he was
night,
watching. Yeah, you were watching it.
Yeah,
they won. He said it was a really bad game.
It was ugly.
Yeah, he's like it was a really bad game, but they won. And
They
he's
won
not
in the
like
end.
super into football these days, but he will watch the Bears. Yeah.
It's hard to watch them.
Yeah.
They make it hard.
Are you a big fan?
Not anymore. Like I watch them now, but it was hard to stay close and care about them when they kind of let you down a lot.
Sure it was.
But last night it worked out. But
The one time we watched it.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, we went out.
Part of it.
Yeah, you watched about
forced.
10 minutes of it, but we went out and found a place out in Freehold just
That's
to
awesome.
check out at a bar.
That's
and,
really cool.
with our
it
significant
fun?
others.
It's
It was
okay.
nice. I liked it. You guys had ice cream.
Him
or
and Brian
whatever.
liked it. We
Yeah.
had ice cream.
Her and Nicole went and found this place, Jersey Freeze. It's really
Ooh.
good.
Do you live nearby too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In Flemington.
Oh, but yeah, that's so close. That's
Yeah.
awesome. My husband grew up in Flemington.
Oh, really?
He went to
That's
Central
so
High School.
funny.
Oh.
So did I.
Did you?
Yeah.
What year did you graduate?
99.
99?
She's a kid.
No, I'm not.
Wait, you graduated in 1999?
No, you're
Sorry,
born in
no, I was
99.
born in 99.
Oh my god, I was like, wait a second.
No.
How do you have like Benjamin Button? Like, you're so young
Yeah.
looking. You look like you're so young. I'm like, you were born in 99.
Graduated in 2017.
Okay, no, that makes sense. I thought
Brian
for some
was
reason you graduated in 99. I'm like, there's,
No.
what is your
Something
skincare?
wrong, yeah.
You look like you have like permanently 20. So nice.
Brian was 2014.
Okay, my husband graduated high school in 2008.
Okay.
2008, yeah, from Central, yeah.
That's
so
so
neat.
funny.
I didn't grow up in that area, but we
Yeah.
were just driving through the other day.
That's so
Yeah,
funny.
that is so
So much has
awesome.
changed.
Yeah, it's a great area.
I like it out
We're all
there.
evolving.
cool.
Like the towns, everything's evolving from when we were kids to now. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I think there's like
Even
a
Somerville. Like you walk around Somerville, it wasn't like that.
I heard it used to be
Yes.
called Slummerville.
It was.
It
it's
was
much
a-
nicer, yeah, than it used to be.
yeah.
Yeah. Now it's really nice.
Now they got it all dialed in.
Yeah.
I like all the restaurants. There's a lot of restaurants. And more keep popping up.
Yeah.
It's
more.
sad to see some of them go.
I know.
But
Yeah.
hopefully Flemington will kind of evolve in the same.
Have you lived there, yeah, forever?
Facet.
I was born in New York and then I moved to White House.
Yeah.
When we were like in 3rd, 4th grade.
Okay, so the area, yeah.
And then moved to Flemington recently.
That's
So
really
yeah.
cool, yeah.
But like going to that school, I was like
Do you like
familiar
it?
with Flemington. Yeah.
You like the area?
I
That's
feel
awesome.
safe.
It is safe, and
But I
it's
really
beautiful.
wanted to like buy in Somerville because like that's just where a lot of my clients are, and I like the
Are
area.
you hoping to buy then in Somerville eventually, or
No,
you
probably
bought
stay in Flemington.
Yeah, I know.
But you never know.
You're super close.
If I get like a nice cottage with like a fenced-in yard in Somerville for a reasonable price, I'd do it.
oh,
I bet I could see you guys doing that.
Yeah,
You
or
can,
like
like,
Somerville,
yeah.
Bridgewater. It's just like so
Bridgewater would
tight
be
knit.
nice. Somerville
You know?
is nice, but all the houses are the same. They're
Yeah.
super old and
Yeah.
need a lot of work on them.
Right. 'Cause
So
you're-
it's hard to
you are
really
in
invest in
Somerville,
it. Yeah.
But you're in like a really nice apartment. Like,
I'm in it, yeah.
You got,
way
like, all the
overpriced.
amenities.
Way overpriced apartment.
Yeah,
Those
we
are
got
cheap.
those amenities.
You got that
super
pool. Yeah, next time we
I love
film
that.
an episode, we'll be in the pool.
Let's-
It'll be
yeah,
perfect.
let's do that.
Next
We'll lift
time.
some weights at the gym.
There's some weights at the gym. We got a nice gym going. No, it's a cool spot, but yeah, they
Awesome.
definitely know how to really hand it to you on
Absolutely.
on the bill.
And you meet a lot of people.
But yeah.
Like the apartment living is nice because you meet your
Yeah.
neighbors and you meet people that are also in business. We met so many people at the Avalon.
At the apartment, I lived
Yeah.
in an apartment until we bought our house in Chester, and it was like I loved living in an apartment. I liked not having to like worry about things breaking and like calling my
Yeah.
landlord and like just the pool, the gym. I just
Yeah.
and then you feel safe. You have a little community, right?
You feel
built in.
safe.
Super nice. There's a lot to be said about living in, honestly in a condo or an apartment because you're like, it feels like it's very comfortable.
Close to
Something
others.
breaks, you don't have to like freak out.
I like that part.
Yeah.
That I don't have to fix it.
Exactly.
Or-
That's like that was a rude awakening.
that's what you pay for.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you kinda
exactly. It's worth it.
And pay for your handyman.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's either hire someone or that. So tell me a little bit about like a turning point in your life that got you to make that jump. For like, there are a lot of people who might be sitting there and being like, "Why? How do I make this jump from corporate world to entrepreneurship or to starting my own business or following my passion?"
Yeah. I would say there's going to be no set like time where you feel like this is right. Like it's just something, if you have a dream, you have a passion, I would say just chase it. You don't want to have a regret and be like, what if, you know, and I wish I was doing that. And I understand it can be really hard with like financial constraints and feeling like I got to provide for my family and I want to do these things. And I am very fortunate in the sense my husband was working in a job that, you know, he liked the time that was providing for us. So I felt like I had that net. But if you don't have that net, you can still believe in yourself, take that jump, take that risk, and even come up with a timeline and say, hey, I'm going to give myself, you know, this amount of time to see if I can make this work. And if it's not, maybe I'll pick up another job. Maybe I'll start working again, but I can still keep this dream alive. And you never know what's going to come of it. Like you could have your break, and then, you know, you could make your business work and kind of go in that direction, and then leave the job that you're at. So, I mean, there's never going to be a set time, but I would say if you have passion and a dream, believe in yourself, try to do it, and it's fulfilling. You're not going to regret it. And even if it, you know, maybe it's not working out in the way you want it to right away, don't give up on it. You can kind of keep it as your passion. Try to do it in your spare time. Try to keep it alive, and see what comes of it, and see if you can make it your full-time job.
No, I love that. You know?
That's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a specific mantra you live by, or is that like kind of your mantra, like keep going?
Yeah, keep going and keep trying, you know. And I think a mantra I do live by is like always do your best, but your best is going to look different every day. So like there's a book called The 4 Agreements, and one of the agreements is always do your best, but your best is going to look different. And that's like very comforting, because it's like one day you're going to be on top of the world, you're going to be maybe making 1 million sales, maybe you're going to be feeling like you're great with your partner, you're great with your kids, you're great with your self-care, and the next day you might feel like a gremlin under a bridge and you're like everything is wrong, like nothing's good. But it doesn't make you less worthy just because you had that bad day. Your best is going to look different. You know, do your best on the days when you're feeling not so great about yourself, just even if it looks less, even if you're sick or something, just keep going. And as long as you at the end of the day can tell yourself like I did the best with what I had, with like the energy I had that day, then, you know, I feel like your life is going to be okay. Like you're going to keep going, you know.
That's important, you know, and think that's funny. You say the thing about like you make sales. Like I used to be in a sales corporate role, and yeah, there's days you have the big sale come in and you feel so much like dopamine, and you know, and it feels good. But then the next day your boss is back on you, and they're like, okay, what can you do for me now? You know,
yeah, you're feeling like, and it doesn't make you less worthy just because you're having a less productive day. It doesn't mean you're less worthy. You're always inherently worthy, like regardless of how much you're producing or what you're doing that day. Just being a bump on a log, like even if you're just laying on the couch, like you're still worthy. It's like you just have to make sure you're trying to do your best with with the time you have.
Yeah. I love being a bump on a log. I'm one of the most worthy
Me too.
bumps on a log
it's
there
important
is.
sometimes just to like rest and just be like very lazy if you have the time. With kids, like right now, like I dream about I love being lazy, because it's like for me it's like it feels like such like a treat, because like kids are so active.
Yeah.
When we get to be lazy, we're like, we deserve this. But
No.
you deserve it even if you're not busy. Like everybody deserves to rest.
No, absolutely. Can you walk us through how you find rest and what a normal day might look like for you?
Yeah,
you know, I
sure.
imagine it's probably not too.
Sure. No, I mean, I'm working on that right now. I feel like I went through a period of burnout because I was trying to go 1,000,000 miles an hour with my business, and I had my 2 small kids at home, and I realized it wasn't feasible. And it's like, this is my season of life right now. And I think finding rest is just like giving yourself grace in your brain and saying, if I don't meet my deadline for this, like because I have my kids right now, like, or if because, maybe perhaps like something big is going on with your family or just with yourself, you're not feeling good, like, do not beat yourself up. Don't feel like I'm a failure. Like, that is never the case. Like, as long as you're doing your best, even if your best looks like very minimal in one day, if you just give yourself that grace, you're going to find rest. Because I think we are our own worst critics, and it's hard to find like peace and rest if you're constantly beating yourself up. So mentally, I think rest is so important in that way. But I do try to, lounge on the couch if I have time at night. I love to lounge on the couch and watch a show. My husband, that is very restful. But also being in nature, the number one rejuvenator for me, like taking a walk in the woods, hiking, I immediately feel better. It's like forest bathing. Yeah.
So how do you stay grounded or focused, like when you wear a lot of hats, like as a mom, as a wife, as...
Oh my God, I'm working on that for sure. I do have a really great support system. My husband, like, he'll see when I have all the tabs open in my brain, and he's like, we'll have a coffee, and he'll be like, let's sit down and like write them down here. Let's write down your thoughts. And that really helps, like, to just writing things down and saying like, oh, when you get it off your brain and you write it down and look at it, it doesn't feel like as like messy and as...
It's good to cross things off.
Yes, writing, yes. Or even saying like, hey, I can handle this, or I can handle one of these things today. And I just try to, when I'm with my kids, I try to be really present and try to put my phone away and try to be like, not even worried about my business or who's contacting me in the outside world. I'm like, I'm with my kids. Like, I want them to see me being present, because I think phones can be so distracting, and it's like, I wonder what the relationship's going to be like with this generation now, like phones constantly around them. They didn't grow up in a world without they were born into a world with phones.
They don't know any different.
Yeah, parents using phones, people using phones. It's like you have a little computer in front of you all the time. So I try to put that away when I'm with my kids, and then I just try to focus as best I can, get a coffee, get some caffeine, focus when I have my time to work. And I know that's going to evolve as my kids go into school, have more time. So I'm trying to give myself that grace right now to balance the two, because I'm not giving 100% to my business with my children at home. I'm essentially a stay-at-home mom with my youngest right now. He's at daycare or preschool 3 mornings. So yeah, I just give myself that grace. Like, I work when I can. I'm going to get as much done as I can, but I'm not going to like burn myself out, because then I'm going to, go down. It's not going to be great mental. You don't want to be like stressed all the time, because then you're not going to be showing up for yourself.
So right now you're like mainly focused on balancing all life aspects.
Trying to just balance it and trying to make sure like I'm being the best mom I can be first, and then and remembering that my business and working is like not taking away from my kids when I do work. It's showing them that you can pursue your dream and it's possible. So, yeah.
So there are like certain mornings that you'll like work on your business like while they're at school, so that you can focus on yourself and your business.
Exactly, yeah. So my oldest is in public school, so he goes to school 5 days a week, and then he's in 1st grade. So when he's at school, I would have the time, but I have my 2-year-old home with me, so he requires a lot of like one-on-one. He's it's a cute age, so I know it goes so fast, but I'm like trying to just be present with him right now, and just like absorb it all, because it's crazy. Like, he's very feisty, but he's also really sweet, and like, it's cute. It's like the little things they're thinking, the way they're starting to speak. So he is at preschool in an amazing school called Dogwood School in Chester. It's mostly outdoors, but it's like an outdoor-based school. The director, Lisa, is incredible. Like, it's the best school ever. I wish it went to high school, but he goes there 3 mornings, and he loves it there. He thrives, and when he's there, that's like my work time. So,
that's awesome.
And then when he takes a nap at home, like, I can work then as well in my studio.
So you have like a good balance of like work.
I do try, life. Yeah. I try to. It's like, it's definitely hard. It feels fast-paced sometimes right now, but I know this is like a season of my life. When your kids are small, whether you're working or not, whether you're just home with them or you're a full-time working mom and you have kids, it's gonna be busy. Like, it's kind of just accepting it and saying like, it's gonna be okay, and I want to be present for it. I don't want to like rush these years of their youth. Yeah. No,
for sure.
Yeah. My studio's in my attic, so I can just go upstairs.
That's nice. Awesome. You do all the resin and everything up there?
Oh yeah, it was like refinished as kind of like a bedroom. So me and like the ghosts of the house are up there.
Yeah.
That's
chilling.
Awesome.
It's gotta be warm up there.
It's warm. I have AC, but like it's
even with AC.
Yeah, it's nice in the winter though, because we have the baseboard heaters. It's sloped, so it's like an attic, but it is refinished like a bedroom. So
that's really nice.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Very glittery.
Where you can stay focused too. Like, it's not in a bedroom at home. Because when people work in their bedrooms, I'm like, I can't. So like, hard. I just want to lay in bed.
Yeah, and I would be I'm like so easily distracted, so I have to go up there and like close the door.
Yeah. This is my time.
Yeah.
Is that like, would you say like this balance is one of the bigger challenges that you face, or what about like marketing to people and finding the right clients? Like, obviously you have your stuff in a shop like Lupa, you do markets. That's first time I talked to you was at a market. So like,
that's right. Yeah, is that where we first met?
I think in person. Yeah, we chat online, but yeah, at the Chester Market.
The Chester craft show. That's right. I love going to craft shows because it's a lot of work for me to like prepare for it, because there's usually a lot of people. The Chester craft show is extremely busy. It's awesome. So I have to make a lot of stuff in advance and make sure I have it there. I have a lot of return customers, and they look for me at that show, which I love. It's like, I feel so special when I see people come back, because that makes me feel like it's not just my friends and family wearing this, it's people who are like actually like, want to wear my jewelry. But no, I mean, I love seeing my return customers and meeting new customers, and the Lupa Apothecary is one of the most amazing stores in Chester. It's owned by my friend Gina, and I do sell with her. She's incredible. Her store is like so magical. It's at downtown Chester, a lot of witchy apothecary stuff. And I have reached out to I do sell in some other stores in New York and PA, and then I sell online on my Etsy shop, but I'm also building the website right now with my husband, so that's coming along.
Awesome.
I'm excited to see it all in action. Is it up yet, or is it still kind of being built?
Still adding to it, because I have some new ideas for kind of like how to like work with me, like to create like we can talk, and then we can come up with a pendant for you.
Create something together.
Exactly, depending on like what you're looking for, the energies you're looking for.
So intimate.
Very intimate, exactly. I want to have like that one-on-one experience if somebody wants to like discuss.
Consult.
Exactly, like make a custom piece.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
That's pretty neat.
Oh god, like a crystal prescription.
I can help you make like an AI chatbot.
I would love that. See, I really need to pick your brain because I don't mind the marketing. I don't mind talking to people, but I feel like the time right now is what I don't have. Like the thing I don't have, I guess, is just time. Like that's what I'm really trying to work for because it's like obviously with my kids being so young. So on social media, I try to post as much as I can, but I really feel like I honestly, even though I've been making this jewelry for so long, I feel like my business is just beginning in the sense of like trying to grow it because I've been so fast paced with my small kids, I guess.
Forever a startup.
Yeah,
it's kind of what it feels like.
It feels like
small
that.
Businesses in general,
It feels like that. So, and I know social media is the way to grow, but social media is very draining. So I'm trying to find a way to like balance the two, post things without feeling too drained. Yeah.
I don't know how you figure that out. I'm still working on that myself. I don't think there's a full answer to it.
Setting up posts in advance and doing the scheduled post is very helpful because then you don't have to like look at it.
That's the problem, is like scrolling is so addictive. It's like once you're on, it's like you're posting, but you're supposed to be posting, but you're scrolling, and it's just nonsense.
Yes, and you get bombarded by other opinions, and you're like, am I doing my life right? Like, where are all these opinions? But then you have to remember it's all curated. And there's a lot of great stuff to see on social media, a lot of like really awesome opinions, recipes, photography, jewelry. Like we're trying to sell cool stuff, and it's a great marketplace, but it's also like there's also going to be like so much opinion that you don't have to absorb that.
Yeah, that's true. It's just kind of like a big like pool of mess, like it's very easy to just kind of scroll through and get stuck in it.
Think about it. Anybody has access to it. Like Lord knows what's going to be on there. Anybody can just be like, and this is what I think, like,
Yeah. And then all of a sudden that's professional.
Yeah. And you don't need to absorb that. You don't need to professional advice. You don't need to, like, perhaps you don't need that info. So.
Yeah, damn right. I don't want anyone's info.
No, I don't want it. So.
I'm too I get very like imposter syndrome-y when I'm on there too. It's too easy.
Absolutely. I can't believe you get imposter syndrome. You seem very confident in yourself.
Oh, it's a lie.
I feel imposter syndrome. So this is my theory. I do think that every single person, and I know this actually to be true, we all have the same insecurities and we all feel the same way. It's just like how well we like hide them from each other. And what if we didn't hide them? Like what if we showed up and we said like, I'm feeling like really just anxious and impostery today, and like you're like, oh my gosh, me too. Like, and then it's like, but you're not an imposter. Like I love what you do, and it's like, oh, but I love what you do. It's kind of like reminding each other, hey, we're all walking each other home in a way. We're all human. We're all so similar.
It's connecting everybody. Yeah.
We don't want our insecurities to be seen, but we all have them, and the same ones, honestly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's weird. It's the weirdest thing, I definitely, I know a lot of photographers that feel the same way, and I talk to them, I'm like, your work is incredible, and just people in general.
Your work is incredible.
Thank you. We had so much fun. I got her to jump in a river.
I think I saw some of those photos.
We hiked through the woods. I felt like we were just like hiking, like two kids in the woods, like fun. Climbing around logs.
That was such a cool spot. Yeah, climbing up on the logs, and a little muddy at times.
Oh yeah, it was really muddy.
It was great.
It was hot that one day. We were really hot. We like jumped in the water.
I should have jumped in the water because I was like soaking wet from sweat, similar to like right now. Like I'm really warm all the time, but it was a lot of fun, and you live so close to that like nature and that.
That was the Hacklebarney Preserve. That was the Hacklebarney State Park.
I've heard of that, yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful spot. Oh my gosh, I love to be in the woods. Like I think I would be happy living in a cabin in the middle of the woods.
Do your kids like the woods?
Yeah, they do. I try to take them as much as I can, and they love it. Weston, my older, can identify like all the trees now. Like he's really great.
That's the best.
Yeah, he knows like way more than I did at that age, and I can't wait he wants to be a lumberjack, so we'll see. He's really into trees. Yeah, he likes cutting things down. Like my dad will cut trees down for us, and so he's like, I'm gonna be like a lumberjack like Poppy. He's not. My dad's not a lumberjack,
adorable.
but
he's close enough.
Oh yeah, he is. He's great. He's awesome. So he'll do a lot of like work for us around the house, and like Weston sees that, and I think it's cool to be able to see that.
Yeah, that's so cute.
Yeah.
What's like one piece of advice that you wish you can give to like your younger self?
Wow, good question. I'd love to hear your answers after this, but I think that's inspiring. I think I would say, don't be afraid to be yourself, because life is so short. You're going to feel most fulfilled when you show up authentically. Stop trying to fit the mold. Don't be like everybody else, because what makes you special and lovable is like what your uniqueness. Like be yourself. Because I tried to conform so much. Like I was really authentic maybe until 5th grade, and then I remember getting like bullied and being told like, you know, you're a tomboy, or like you're acting weird. Like I was really into like bugs and crystals and stones, and then I kind of felt like, I think 6th grade was when I felt like people were telling me like, you know, you're other than, so I conformed, and then I fit the mold, and I wanted to be popular, and then I became, you know, part of the group at that age, and then older, and then even into college, I was like, I'm just gonna conform because that's how I'm gonna feel like, then I'm gonna feel like safe. But life is so short. It's like, why try to fit in with everybody else when you can just be authentic and be yourself? It's so hard to say to a young child, because by the time you get to be like a young teen, you're like so nervous and you're so insecure. But I would just tell them it's not going to matter, like what people think of you, what, like if you're conforming or not, like be authentic and don't lose sight of what you love. Like I didn't lose sight of what I loved. Like I still love like fairies and rocks and magic. Like I kept that, and I kept that childlike like wonder inside of me. But I would say be more authentic. But
I like that a lot. I think a lot of it is like be vulnerable. Like, I wish I told my younger self, like, be vulnerable, get out there, be yourself, don't change because someone else is making fun of you. Like I had glasses and braces, and I remember getting made fun of, and now I look at it, I'm like, I'm gonna wear my glasses. Like, they're still putting them on sometimes. I'm like, oh my god, like,
no, I know.
I don't know, what did Brian say yesterday about my glasses?
Well, he liked them.
I don't know, he made a joke or something, and it just like brought me back to, you don't remember the big...
Yeah, he did. He said something about your glasses, but it was like a compliment.
Yeah, it was cute, but like just thinking back to like childhood, we have so much childhood trauma we don't talk about.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, yes. And you think it's silly. We always think, oh, it's stupid, it's silly. It's not. It's like that was such a formative time. Like if somebody tells something mean to you, it's gonna stick with you, but you can release it. And you, as an adult now, you can pretend your inner child's next to you, or your 12-year-old self, and you can look at them and say like, no, F that person, just kidding. You don't have to say that.
No, yeah, you gotta. Tell that little inner child to F
You could say that. You could be like, you know what, you could tell that. But you could just say to them, listen, like, you are perfectly made the way you are. You're worthy, and it's okay to be different. In fact, it's wonderful to be different. And we have, like, the same answer almost, I feel like, right? Isn't that crazy? What would you say?
To my younger self? Oh, man.
Like, if little Jeff was here.
There's so many things to talk about. I was, like, the most uncomfortable little kid. And I don't know if it was ever a conforming act or anything like that. But yeah, I was really shy until college.
See, we all have similar answers. As you feel like, oh, I'm other than, I'm different. And it's like, what if we were just taught, like, that's okay. We all have the same insecurities and fears. Like, and being authentic and being unique is what makes you so cool.
Yeah.
Like what you are, in your uniqueness, that's what makes you like so attractive, honestly.
I think the big thing for me though is also just like wishing I focused a little bit more on like finance, of the sense of savings and stuff like that. So like I would tell myself to just put $50 a month aside or something like that.
If we all had
invest in
Bitcoin, I was gonna say like actually I should have been like younger self when Bitcoin comes out, put all your money in there.
Yeah.
The kid would be like, what? Bitcoin, okay. I think that's a good idea. You know, I love finding little like old videos and photos of like when I was a kid and seeing kind of the difference in like my personality, and it's fun. My wife makes fun of this one we found back where I grew up. I don't know if you guys went to Blockbuster a lot.
Yes.
But Blockbuster had
that was our movie night, yeah.
Yeah.
Were you too young for that? You went to
Blockbuster? We had Blockbuster.
You were just on the edge
My
of
aunt worked at Blockbuster.
Okay, so you went there all the time then.
Yeah, I used to go.
But they had this thing called Kid Prints. I don't know if it was just an Illinois thing, but you basically, parents would take their kids to go get filmed in front of like a height board to show how tall they are, show their face, hear their voice. But you think it's cute, but the real reason is because kids are getting trafficked, and you wanted to have tape in the police database of what your kid looked like and sounds like. It's smart.
Well, it's kind of smart.
It was brilliant.
Because then you can
making an ID print.
Is anyone doing that?
I don't know, but like it was a really cool thing.
Was it happening in the area? Like,
I don't know if it was the area, or I'm sure it was, but it was like a nationwide thing, I thought, but maybe it was just Illinois.
That's nuts. I mean, to protect, if it's really truly, they're like not doing anything nefarious with the pictures. They're actually like protecting kids, and that's like really great that they're actually like trying to protect you and
like they record you saying your name, how old you are, how tall you are. You see it on the wall, and then they ask you a couple goofy questions just to kind of get your personality. It was cute.
Never heard of that,
That is so cute.
Kid Print.
So you can go back and look at those?
Yes. I have the VHS, and I digitized the VHS, and then we found a bunch of our old tapes. So
that's amazing.
I have a great one of my wife singing at this show when she was. I got to show you that.
Yeah,
it's really.
Nicole singing. Oh,
it was so cute, and we joke about it a lot because she was so nervous. You could see they gave her like a little stuffed animal to hold, and that thing had no life left in it by the end of the song.
Cute, though.
But it was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
It's the camera. camera. It's like as a kid having a camera in front of you.
Oh, she was on stage.
Oh yeah, even worse.
That's very daunting.
With the lights on you.
Because you can't see anything else. You just know there's people looking at you. It's like blinding.
Yeah, like remember doing chorus as a kid? Did you guys ever do like the holiday things?
I was very shy, but I loved performing and stuff. I loved like theater.
Yeah,
and
theater. I did theater too. I did musical theater.
Yep,
I loved it.
Same.
I didn't do either.
So that's why I love I think working with like dancers and performers a lot now.
I know.
Gives my little theater kick. I sang
more than I danced, but I was always in awe of the dancers.
So you get to sing for us now. That's this portion
maybe
of
after this drink. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we need another warm Stella. Warm your pipes.
Hey, everybody, let me.
What are we gonna sing? Row your boat? No. I'll bring the guitar next time.
My kids' favorites.
Who's had like the biggest impact on you, and like your entrepreneurship or just like in general?
Probably my mom actually. She was like she and my dad are both very interested in like very interesting things. Honestly, I mean it sounds very broad, but like we would have very interesting conversations, like very. Like very theoretical stuff, like aliens, like fairies, like just like different dimensions, string theory. My dad loves talking about string theory and like dimensions, things like that. We were always just talking about expansive things as a kid, and I remember like loving that stuff, and then looking for fairies as a kid. And my mom would be like, yeah, on Midsummer night, that's when the night before Midsummer I would go out with my friends and look for fairies and put little like bowls of milk out for the fairies and milk and honey, but not in metal. They don't like metal. And like I think growing up with like my parents being so supportive of my sister and I being like quirky, kind of, we were both kind of quirky kids. Now we're quirky like adults, but I think it was very fulfilling and like very it definitely shaped the way I view the world now, and I can still look at the world through a sense of wonder. I mean, obviously as an adult I can see much more like the hard things and like the bad things about the world as well, but it's like I try to hold on to like these things of like an inner magic inside of all of us. And I mean there's so much goodness in I feel like most people are inherently good. I think bad things obviously happen, but I think being raised by my parents in that way, I was able to keep that sense of wonder alive. So I think my mom really shaped that. She also had books on gemology when I was growing up, so I would find rocks and then look at her gemology books, and like she came with me to get my first stones at Two Buttons in Frenchtown, which was like a warehouse by Elizabeth Gilbert. She wrote Eat, Pray, Love. Yeah, she had this like warehouse store in Frenchtown.
That's funny.
And my mom and I went there before I moved to Virginia because I was feeling anxious, and she was like, let's just like have a day out. We went to Two Buttons, and then I ended up buying crystals, and that was one of the first places that I had. This is back in like 2014. I had just graduated college. We got stones with the and then I had the energetic meaning and all of that, and I kept those. I kept them with me to this day. So it's been like 11 years, but
nice.
She's kind of, my mom has been with me through every step of that, and she supports my business now. She comes to the shows with me and helps me. She knows like all the info about the stones, and
that's amazing.
That's cool.
So she's definitely the number one support.
She is. I would say my husband's really supportive too, though. Like he's always believed in me, and like my dad too. It's so funny, like I used to make unicorn sculptures out of resin, and like one time I had to leave my booth and do something. My dad was there, and he was like, I got this, and so like he's like a big guy, he's like a big burly looking guy.
He probably loves it.
He loved it, but he picked up the unicorn. He was like explaining the unicorn. I came back and I'm like, this is like cute.
So cute.
Yeah, I loved it. So my parents have been really supportive. Mike and my sister and my husband Mike, but
so like growing up you were really into everything. Your mom supported it and
she did,
brought you some knowledge.
Yeah, she did. They were very
continued on.
It was, I will say, like we had a lot of interesting conversations, and like they would support a lot of this like different things my sister and I would think, and so my parents definitely shaped like how my sister and I developed. And
I love what you said about like wonder, like the thing that parents can do is like they can keep that wonder alive and that curiosity and that playfulness. That's something we all kind of lose.
Because life can be so hard, and I feel like I've read that before with kids. It's like you don't have to toughen your kids up. Life is going to toughen your kids up because life is tough, but you can show them the wonder. You can be a safe place to land. You can be like the love that they can always come back to, but also like instilling the sense of wonder of nature, specifically like being in nature and just being able to find something that brings you joy. Like it's rocks for me, of course, and trees, but being in nature and finding wonder, like if you can find that, like you'll always have a peaceful joy to come back to, because you can just go in the woods. You can just look at nature. You can find like wonder there.
It's there. It's free.
Exactly. It's free. Yeah.
Are you connected to the beach too, or just? Like,
yes, I do live at the beach. Yeah, my in-laws live at the beach. They live in a really beautiful. They live in Virginia Beach, and it's beautiful down there. And also my in-laws have been very supportive of me too. My mother-in-law wears a lot of my jewelry, so she's so really, really kind in that way, and she's always been like a really inspiring just like she's always just like so kind to every single person she meets, and I feel like that's really inspiring as well. So my mother-in-law, but she lives at the beach. She lives in Virginia Beach, and the beach is really nice. We lived down there as well for a while. My husband and I were before my in-laws moved there, actually, we lived by the beach, and it was nice. Do you feel connected to the beach?
Yeah,
you like it? Which beach
more
do you go to?
Any, but I like the beach more than the woods because I'm afraid of ticks.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know.
What about sharks?
Yeah, touche.
Stingrays.
Even just like laying on the beach and like not thinking about anything and the sun in my face. I mean, protected with sunscreen.
Sounds like melanoma.
I know.
I know. There's some people who like the beach better. Some people like lakes and the woods
I'm a
better.
lake guy.
I'm a lake and a woods person too. I prefer to be like at a cabin in the woods. I love the woods.
Yeah.
I do like
the sun and
cabins
warmth,
in the winter.
But that's why have you been to Hawaii at all?
Yes.
I've been to Hawaii, so I like Hawaii because Hawaii feels like it's beaches, but it feels like woods too. I mean, at least Maui did.
Depends on where you are. Yeah.
Tropical jungle and beach, so you can like retreat into the woods.
Puerto Rico's like that too.
Yeah. It's like trees on the beach, like that's, or maybe
that's
the West
cool.
Coast, I guess, has like Oregon has like trees in the beach versus just like Jersey beaches. It can be harsh because there's no trees.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't like how it's like there's nowhere for me to hide except for this umbrella.
Yeah.
It's gonna like blow away.
Yeah. Into someone's shoulder.
Yeah, but you must tan well then. I feel like I don't tan well. That's probably why I'm like not at the beach often. I do like the beach. I like swimming.
Or the pool. Pools are cool.
Pools are nice. I used to tan really well in like high school probably, and then college it started to go away. I started getting more pale. And then when I was in the news, I got really tan once over the summer. Went in to anchor a segment. I looked great. Bronze god. And
That's awesome.
Then the next day, I didn't realize how dry the skin was. My whole forehead just peeled off. So they're like, okay, you can't go back on air for like another 2 weeks.
You gotta get spray tan. You gotta do the self tanner.
Well, I didn't know much about spray tanning. Now I have like several clients who are spray tanners.
Do you get spray tanned?
No.
You should.
No.
I do self tanner. I don't ever like try to naturally get tan anymore because I'm just like too fair for that. Like I just get freckly and red, and I'm worried about like melanoma.
Yeah, it's
scary.
like,
aging. I don't want to be like I get more wrinkles or anything, but I think.
Oh, you got like no wrinkles as is. No.
But I think self tanner. I like found a brand I really like, and I know people who do spray tan. I think that's great. Like I'd rather.
Yeah.
I didn't put any on today, but.
Same.
Well, we can like I'll give you some good brands that I have after.
Yeah, you'll see me next episode. I'll just be bronze.
Yeah, you'll be like, look at me.
Look at. I think I have one client who does spray tanning. I've joked about the idea about like actually going in and like filming myself doing.
It's so cold.
You'd be like,
cold.
Have you been in the machine when they spray it at you? It's alarming because you're like naked in there and then there's like this big.
It's a little chilly.
And you're
Sounds
like, oh
fun.
my god.
Move one left foot to the left, 90.
It's very scary. If I mess this up, it's like that Friends episode.
Yeah.
Remember when he's like orange? You know what I'm talking about? Like there's an episode.
Then you gotta like stay and dry like this for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, how much longer?
Yeah, it's very like it's a little like alarming. But if you get sprayed, it's much more relaxing because then you're like that they're just telling you what to do. It's not like a machine, like a robot telling you what to do.
So machine, like I saw the thing that she sprays in, and she had the little gun, but it looked like there were jets on the back wall of it too. So maybe she had the machine, but it was hand spraying.
It's probably like better because she's like a human.
She's
it's like
it.
But there's a machine. It's like a shower.
Dark and
you
black.
close
Oh gosh,
it's scary. You, like,
that sounds
it,
disgusting.
and then it starts spraying at you. And
No,
you're
what
like,
if it gets in your mouth and
you're just stuck in there.
Tan teeth.
Yeah, you would. You'd be stuck in there. You could open the door.
Die.
I was a little claustrophobic actually when I went in. I was like,
and it's like dark and weird.
It smells weird too.
Yeah, it
I'd rather
smell
be sprayed or I do it myself.
It's like tanning beds too. Like
I don't do that.
a buddy of mine, when I was in Tennessee, he inherited a tanning bed from like one of his neighbors passed away, and she's like, "You could have this" before she died.
So
and like
weird.
he didn't tell us, but I went over and he had a tanning bed in his garage, and he's like, "Bro, I'm gonna go tanning." I'm like, okay.
What a strange thing to inherit.
Yeah, well, I don't know,
gross.
but he would go tanning in that, and he'd come all burnt to stuff. But I get terrified. I get locked in there. And
I don't think I'd like that. I'm a little claustrophobic. So
I always wondered about those little glasses they give you to sit on your eyes.
they look so funny.
They're so funny, like little reptile eyes. Very
so
fun. If you were to switch places with somebody for a day, who would that be?
I don't know. I really like my life, so I wouldn't want to switch with somebody, but I would probably switch with someone who lives somewhere cool, just because I love to travel. So I would probably choose somebody who lives like somewhere I've never been. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe somebody who lives in Norway or like Australia. Maybe
Australia.
Yeah, Australia. I'd love to go there. I've been to a lot of places in Europe, but maybe somebody who lives in Germany, Austria.
You're going to Australia, you said?
No, I would love to.
Oh,
I've never been to Australia.
I've
been to a lot of places in Europe, but never Australia. I haven't been to Norway. They're both on my list. Maybe I would switch with, I would switch with like a scuba diver or someone who like does deep sea expedition. That's what I would do.
I don't know.
Changing gears here. Okay. I would love to scuba dive. I would love to be
underworld.
Yes, that's what I would like actually. Somebody who's in a submarine, they can go to like the bottom of the ocean and see like the angler fish, like the crazy fish. That's what I want to see. I would not want to be an astronaut. I don't want to go to space. I have no desire.
No
That's
way.
terrifying.
Come on, Jeff Bezos will send you up there.
No, thank you.
10 minutes.
I belong to the Earth. I don't need to be in there. Sky.
Who's getting married up there? Tom Cruise is going to get married to Ana de Armas.
That is so disturbing.
I think they're probably going to do that little Bezos thing. You go up for 10 minutes.
That's like the most like cringy celebrity thing I've ever heard. Like being like married in space.
I didn't even know that.
It's more cringy than the fact that he's like 40 years older than his wife.
Ew.
To be.
I don't like any of that.
It's an interesting.
But I would rather go down into the deep sea than space. What about you?
You always swim back up.
I mean, probably not, but I would like to at least see it. What about you? I'm
definitely down, not up.
Yeah,
there's still so much to explore here. I feel like.
I would love to see it. So actually, that would be my answer. I'd be like an explorer who goes to, like into the deep sea. Yeah, see stuff down there.
Maybe a private pilot for the day, so I can quick go somewhere.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Pilot's cool. Owning a plane is almost knowing how you're gonna die. It's like because I don't know. Look at Harrison Ford. That guy flies all the time. He crashes that plane like once a year.
Does he?
Oh my God.
And he's like survived them all.
Yeah,
Dang.
I don't know. It's terrifying, but like we have a friend who's been on the podcast who he's a pilot, and I'm like, wow, it's incredible what you do, but like I'd be terrified to go up in the air that much.
I would too.
Brian's going for a ride with him soon.
Oh really?
Nice.
Like have fun.
It'd be fun to do.
They know that I can't go. You should go with them.
Why can't you
know
go?
Because I'll freak out. Like it's a little bumpy because it's a small plane. Like
it's
you start in a small plane and then
Xanax for them.
Yeah.
No, like 4.
Smoke a little
Chug a couple warm Stellas.
There's
You're good
no
to go.
Drink some warm Stellas and you'll be on a different planet. You'll be on a different
I go
planet.
on commercial flights with them and they're like, we're not sitting with you. We'll buy our own seats. Like I'm the worst to fly with.
Sorry. It makes sense. You're in a weird little metal tube in the sky. Like it's good survival
They have
instincts.
full control over your life.
Yeah, it's survival instincts. Of course you're gonna be nervous. I think that's perfectly fine.
You feel some bumps and you're like, oh no, here we're going down.
You just gotta accept your fate.
Yeah, nose diving.
Yeah, you just gotta I know. I mean, have you seen the place where the little plans land in where's it called? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like there's a cafe.
Yes, towards like Frenchtown-ish.
Yes, towards Frenchtown. It starts with a T.
Pittstown.
It starts with a T.
Shoot.
I don't know.
But it's a little landing place, and you can eat
at
at it. It's like a
there.
cafe.
Yeah,
sounds
it's near my
nice.
house. It's like 15 minutes from my house.
Yes, it starts with a T.
Gosh.
Right? I'm
I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's really cool. Took my son there. He loved it.
Oh, your kids definitely.
Yeah, he loved it. You got to see the little planes
Kids love
they
that.
wave at you. It's so cool.
Yeah, my mom always talks about going to this little McDonald's that was under Milwaukee Airport in Chicago area with her dad, my grandpa, and he would always love taking her there to watch the planes take off.
It is cool. It's such it's an interesting feat of like humanity. Like that's so crazy if you actually think about it. Like we're so used to it, but humans have created so many interesting, crazy things.
Yeah, we're flying
in 100 years,
around the
like
world.
in the past century.
That's the craziest thing. Sky Cafe?
Sky Cafe, yes. Thank you. You know where it is.
It was on the tip of my tongue.
What's the town it's in?
Pittstown.
Pittstown. Okay.
Pittstown. Oh my god, it was so cool.
All right, we're going there next.
Yeah.
Cool.
We could shoot a podcast there.
That would
Perfect.
be great.
Perfect if they let us. But Erin, thank you so much for all the time. I feel like we've taken up a good hour of your time now. Time moves pretty quickly on here. So we wanted to kind of wrap up and do our 3 questions that we do to end each episode. First one, Amanda, you can go ahead and sling it.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Okay.
I grew up with both. I love both. I really do. I just helped a shelter out, and I support the Randolph Animal Shelter.
Okay.
I do like fundraiser through the Women's Junior League with
Awesome.
them. But dogs, I want
Send me
to
their
say.
info after this.
That looks so
I
cute, the fundraiser.
We collected almost 1,000 items.
Oh.
I did it with the Women's Juniors League, but my friend Kim and I were running it, and tons of items. Yeah, we gave them all this stuff, but dogs.
I have a lot of stuff I can do.
Love cats. Oh really?
Yeah.
They would love
like
it.
blankets and stuff.
Oh, the blankets, cat food, wet dog food. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a Randolph Animal Shelter. They're always taking donations.
Perfect.
Dogs are winning. We have had one person say cats, and then they backed up and said dogs.
We've never had a cat, but he's obsessed. He's got 5 baby cat, like cat stuffed animals that he sleeps with around his head.
He
I don't
wants
know.
a cat.
He wants a cat. I would
He'll
love
learn.
to get him a cat.
Get him a cat and he'll be dogs.
Mike's allergic to cats, like really allergic.
You
He
can get
puffs
like a
up.
Spanx, like the hairless cat.
I want one.
Those are
like,
cute.
I don't know where I'd get one. I wouldn't like
I can
rescue
help
like
you find one.
There's always a way.
Mike might get immunotherapy. We'll see.
Yeah, start giving him shots. My wife
kind of
gets
am like-
Nicole gets the allergy shots.
Oh yeah, I talked to you about that.
We used to live with a bunny. We had a bunny, and she was really allergic to him. So.
Oh yeah, I have to talk to you about that then because he's considering getting shots because he loves animals, but Mike's
Aw.
allergic and Weston really wants a cat. So
Yeah,
would
I
love to
mean,
get a cat.
cats are tough because even with the shots, like, I think she's still pretty.
Yeah,
I love
too.
cats. I really do. I did grow up with a cat, but I have to say dogs are my number one.
Yeah, dogs are the best.
They
We got
are.
one laying around
so
on the
cute.
floor back here. Maggie, you gonna come up and
Taking
say
a nap.
hi?
But I
You
do
take
love
a
all
nice little
animals,
nap?
honestly. Like,
She's
it's hard
so
to
lazy. Yeah. All right. Question 2. What is something in your life that you want to unlearn?
Maybe social media. I don't know.
Right?
Like, maybe just like no. I mean, social media is such a good tool, but it has been really. I don't know. I'm worried about how it's going to shape the world. So I am worried that like I like to show up on there authentically. I think being authentic is a good thing to do. Seeing other authentic people on there, but all of the filters and fake stuff, I'm trying to get away from that because I was totally using that stuff too. I want to unlearn why like I thought that was all real. I guess.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's a weird
The
thing.
fake side of social media, not the good
Yeah.
side, because I'm going to
True.
keep showing up
Yeah, I
on social
mean,
media.
we
but
met through social media, I think.
we did.
Right?
I mean,
So,
yeah, we connected through there. And I
initial
think,
connection, yeah.
And I love seeing you on social media. I love seeing my friends on social media, other businesses that are authentic. So I guess it's not social media, it's the dark side of people like faking things and using filters and like pretending that like life is perfect in these ways. But being authentic can connect us because it's just a connection tool. So I guess it's the bad side.
I like when girls will put those super strong filters on and make their face just look flat.
And then they shift.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah. But then the best is when they're taking a selfie with like their boyfriend, and the filter does both their faces.
That's so funny.
and it puts like eyelashes.
Yeah,
See, I
it
don't
puts the-
notice these things.
You
Like,
got to look, and it happens all around. I bet
Yeah.
you 90% of your Instagram
It's so
feed
easy
is
to
that.
change just a little bit, blemishes, things like that, and it can make I think people feel, especially younger generation, feel like they have to strive for a certain way to look. But that's actually not how people look in real life. It's like none of us are walking around with a filter on.
Yeah,
So.
I am, but
Well,
it's a red filter of
Jeff
sweats.
is.
You
Jeff
know?
I definitely do
Perfect fun.
filters like the typical Instagram filters, but I don't have like face, whatever it's called. Like, when people do stuff with their face or
Yes,
their boobs
yeah.
or I don't know.
Instagram does actually
What-
filter
I do
you.
stuff with my boobs.
Yeah.
so.
I'm like, Jeff, add in some cleavage.
I always add in a little cleavage.
Do you
and
really?
whatever. No, I've had.
I mean,
on all
maybe
your
you-
photos, you didn't notice I boosted the
you?
bust?
Did you really?
No.
It's like drag
No,
one
no.
up, drag the other one up. if you're
I always do the
breastfeeding.
right one a little bigger than the left, you know?
I mean, but no, yeah, I think Instagram does actually add a filter even just on the regular stories, because when I put the stories on and I look at myself, things are like blurred. Have you noticed that? So,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
even blemishes.
Yeah, so when I
Yeah.
record a video on my stories and I look back at it, I'm like, I didn't even put like a filter on here, but it looks more like
Yeah.
they don't
it's-
change your features, but it just
Also,
quality
the
of
compression
texture.
of the video itself, sometimes it's a lower quality, so it doesn't
Yeah.
pick up
Yeah.
like some
Like
of the lines.
pixels.
And yeah, it
You zoom in
doesn't
on it.
see all my what
Yeah.
are the little lines here, and all these
Right.
other 11s, right?
yeah, but it's that's like how
11s.
people look though. It's like normal. But oh wait, there's one more weird thing I learned about that I want to unlearn. I love figs and I grow a fig tree, but I
Ooh.
learned that most figs they're pollinated by a wasp that goes inside of them and
Oh,
like
no.
dies, and like that it dying like helps the fruit grow or something. But I still want to eat figs. But that's another fun fact that I want
Knowing
to
that
learn.
about figs, yeah.
You should look it up after. It's like a wasp. There's like a wasp that like dies inside of each fig and like turns into the fig. Sorry to disturb
It's
everybody.
beautiful.
But that's like something else I want to unlearn because like I know I kind of freaked out by figs,
Yeah.
but I'm still growing them.
You
so.
still have them? They still
Yeah, I
taste
just, like,
really
just
good.
try to, like, not
I like
think
fig
about it.
Newtons. You know?
Yeah, I was
Like,
gonna
yeah,
say
don't
like
think
fig
about it.
Newtons.
Do they die in
Don't
the fig
Google what I just
Newtons?
said
Yeah.
then.
I won't look into that any further. And then, Amanda, you want to go with the last one?
Sure. What's one takeaway you want listeners to have like for your business?
Sure.
Or like any support or anything you want to give?
I think if you are trying to connect to the whimsical and you're trying to like add more whimsy into your life and connect to that like inner magic or that magic you felt when you were a child, like just know it's accessible. It's accessible in nature. I create my jewelry to help you connect back to that whimsical self and that side, the energy of the stones, but also the psychology of putting it on and telling yourself like, I have this inner magic inside of me. I can strive for, or I can manifest certain things in my life by focusing on them. So I guess I would want people to know that they have, even if you're not wearing my jewelry, you can focus on that yourself, just with your own brain. Like, you can rewire your brain to remember magic and wonder and the good things in life. Like, you can focus on those. And I guess I would want people to remember that it always lives inside of them. Like, peace, your intuition, trust your intuition, always.
Wow.
And,
awesome.
yeah.
I love that. And you can see, like, I could see how much you feel this, you know, just in watching you talk about it, you know. I could see that everything's coming right from your heart. So that's beautiful. And your work is beautiful.
Thank you so much.
It makes my job easier when I get to photograph very pretty jewelry and nice people. And it's just, it was a lot of fun working with you.
I
on
love
that
taking
regard.
photos with you. You are so talented. You're the best photographer ever. I tell everybody. Like, you're the best. Like, seriously, I felt blessed to, like, be able to find you. And I was like, I would love to take pictures with you. You are so talented. And you're willing to, like, he climbed logs to make sure it was safe. I'm like, Jeff, you don't have to do that. He scaled, like, a mountain to make sure it was safe first before I got on the log. Like, it was awesome.
That log was cool. It was like, we got one shot of her. I climbed to test it, make sure it wasn't going to fall. And then I ran across the river.
He did.
And then she climbed up the log.
He was,
and
like,
got
scaling,
this
like,
really
trees.
far.
Were you barefoot that day?
No, I had my Crocs on.
Oh, that's smart.
Right?
Yeah, I think
Crocs.
I think I had Crocs.
I think didn't we have sneakers on? We got, like, muddy, or you had Crocs on?
Yeah, you had I had Crocs.
I was barefoot at one point.
No, I had sneakers the second shoot, I think.
We were really in the mud.
No, Crocs were the second shoot, I think. Because when we went in the river, I was prepared. I had the Crocs.
Yeah, Crocs are smart in the river.
Yeah, and we were, like, rolling around in the river. It was so fun. It was I was just, like, in the water. It was fun. It was like, it's a beautiful area.
She looked like she was just, like, in her own, like, this is where she belonged. Just
yeah,
like
I was, like, born there.
I live in the woods.
She just
like,
sprouted.
the troll under the log. I was like, I live here. Like, I was like, come out at night.
And as the sun, like, peeked through the trees, she's just like, like, her hair just goes flying. Like, it was perfect.
You didn't need a blow dryer there?
No, I usually use a
I need one.
The first shoot we did with Amanda at our apartment, like
did
back
you do
before
one?
I had the
I'd love
studio.
to see yours after this.
Yeah.
We had I had a blow dryer.
Did you have a fan?
We didn't have a fan. We had a blow dryer. Now I got the fan, but that makes life a lot better.
Did you have your animals?
No. Oh, the first shoot we did was with your animals, right? You and Max by the wall.
It was so long ago. There's so many.
It's been a long time. a lot of snapping, but it was a lot of fun. And thank you so much again, Erin. We're not gonna hold you hostage any longer.
Thank you guys so much.
This was really
so
nice.
much fun. I appreciate it.
All right.